The next city we have is Cleveland, which, as you probably know, is Ohio's cash flow city. Cleveland is ripe with opportunity and for the right investor can be just a canvas for building a portfolio. And one of the reasons for this is Cleveland is not just full of cultural landmarks, but it's filled with affordable housing. In fact, as of 2022, Cleveland has some of the most affordable housing in Ohio and in the States. But Cleveland's affordability doesn't come at the cost of rental yields. No, in fact, the rental yields in Cleveland stay very consistent with that of top markets in the US. That's why year over year, Cleveland is ranked within the top 5 of the best cash flow markets to invest in. But why invest in Cleveland? It's not just about the cash flow. If it was, we would be investing in Wisconsin or Indiana or someplace else. No, Cleveland is filled with cultural history and landmarks, along with a strong job economy. Cleveland has its foothold strongly in the healthcare sector, with Cleveland Clinic, an international recognized organization and hospital employing over 50,000 people in the Cleveland area. And it's complemented by a robust financial, manufacturing, and educational sectors. Companies like Sherwin-Williams and KeyCorp and Case Western Reserve University are all adding to the employment landscape in Cleveland. Beyond its economic prowess, however, Cleveland is also a cultural mosaic. There's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Cleveland Museum of Art, and Playhouse Square, the nation's second largest performing arts center. And these aren't just tourist hotspots. These are pillars of vibrant local community that are established in Cleveland. Now, one of the most common questions I get from people are, isn't Cleveland's population declining? And if we look at a graph of the population of Cleveland, what we see there was a huge spike downward. And this was due to a lot of manufacturing jobs being taken overseas. Cleveland was one of Ohio's strongest manufacturing cities. But when it was cheaper to invest overseas and cheaper labor, all of those companies left Cleveland and it left the workers jobless unless they decided to go to Pennsylvania or Indiana. And so we saw a decline in population. However, it's not a bad thing. In fact, we've seen a resurgence of population, but it's no longer manufacturing jobs bringing people. It's healthcare, technology, education, high qualified, high paying jobs, which means that the tenant pool and the renters that you would be renting to are more qualified and have more money. And we've also seen a resurgence in Cleveland's downtown area. Once riddled with vacancy, we've seen it come up to 90% occupancy with local artists, entrepreneurs, and different businesses. And this has been because of different infrastructure projects and, different public spaces. But what we see is that this offers not just good rental demand, but also good long-term demand for the overall market. And we see local governance has played a key role in all this. There's been tax incentives, opportunity zones, and with the Opportunity Corridor, millions of dollars is being pumped in to improve both connectivity and to foster economic activity. And this is amplifying the attractiveness of different areas in Cleveland. So Cleveland is not just an ode to America's industrialist spirit, but it's a cultural heartbeat. To the discerning investor, this isn't just a cash flow play, though it very much is. It's also an opportunity to invest in a city that's on a pivoting point and in a transitioning stage. And I think we're going to see a lot out of Cleveland in the next decade that we historically have never seen before.